Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First carry for the ex-Utah State Aggie, Darwin Thompson. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. 43. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Kill.
Hey, Delta!
Throwing Rivers. Got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Set 180! Set 180!
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check. Fresno. Check.
On third and 1, here's Rivers. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Brings up second and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, go orange. Check. Orange.
Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
55. 55.
Left.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's go. Hey, here we go. Check 3. Check.
White.
Shit.
Run 80.
51, Mike 51.
White, 89.
Rivers. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st down, Kansas City.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They toss it to Thompson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked them down in a hurry.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15, but it's third down.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Big dash, big dash. Come, come.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's put that team on the bus. Shift, shift. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Under 10, 10.
They'll run with Jackson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Sponge. No.
Here's a carry for the fullback. That's Anthony Sherman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line.
Whip.
Coming right, this is Charles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Set 180. Set 180.
Check 53's Mike. What's the room? They're running it. Out.
Hey, Rocket.
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the run, this is Jackson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hey, 79! 79!
On 2nd and 12, Rivers. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad. Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
First down, Rivers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a...
He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
From the gun, Rivers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 31, check 31. Check. Check out.
On play action, Rivers going deep for Benjamin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Thompson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Yellow. There's a line.
6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, But you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll start here with Jackson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
Wait, 89!
From the 25 on second down, Rivers caught by Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Slam. Check 52.
Keep it skinny!
Mike 51.
Hey!
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Check 90! Black 15! Load it!
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Behind!
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 49.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
Single. Big Ed.
Hey, Delta!
Double up. He's coming.
Behind!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Green brings it in. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's coming. We got double up.
0!
Kill.
Hey, Delta! Behind!
To throw again on second down. Rivers. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Kansas City.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Chargers 6. Harrison Butler set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
You put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his second touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up, because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Even. 4 down. Even.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
White 90, 390.
On first down, it's Jackson. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Slam.
Left, right.
Joker. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Twelve.
Right here, guys. Spike 51.
Now Rivers completes it to Benjamin. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the first down, Chiefs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Attack!
Everyone's got four down. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Move.
Easy.
Mike 52. Let's go, defense.
Hey, rip lane.
Here we go.
Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Go ahead, baby. Go.
Hey, rip lane.
No. Check that. We want Mike 52, right?
Mahomes now on first down. It's Hill, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Thompson, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Yellow. There's no line.
Push him back.
I don't need to.
52, Mike 52.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Yellow, yellow.
Tight Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. 40. 11. Switch.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darwin Thompson, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check.
Hey, Charlie.
Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Switch.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Hey, check 24.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And able to find Green. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No. Jay,
5-4.
Rivers to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Ready, 180.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Undercut. Undercut. Wait, 89.
Here's Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Bill 180. Block 15.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Check.
They run the counter. Jackson. The tackle made by Xavier Williams. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
He won't be ready. He won't be ready.
At the 35-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Mike 53. Oh, get him, get him, get him.
Cluster. Shoot.
Now the first throw in overtime for Rivers. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Block 11.
Go. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Set. We're okay. Round 80.
3 buzz.
Check. 12.
Crouch. Check three.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And Allen's got it. Well, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game, and how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
79.
I just me and you. Go, Mike 51. Hey, it's time to. Hey, let's go. It's time to crouch. All day. Alert 3.
Run 80.
Rush in.
From the gun, Rivers. His throw incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defenders saw it and were able to knock it away.
Right.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Get that ball. Chance.
Hey, Delta.
Check 25.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal.
Hey, go Orange. That's Orange.
Back.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes. They've got his man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal is from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do